Market update time. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Hey traders, I've just recorded the video walking you through the power reversal method. This is amazing and help you identify when the market is likely to change trends. So click on the box above that says Power Reversal to get access now. Alright, hey traders, market update time. Let's have a quick look at the charts, look at the indexes, we'll have a look at silver and gold as well too. Looking at what actually happened just recently, and this is actually looking more and more bearish than it is bullish. So let me bring up this chart here, and I'll bring up this chart here, and I'll just bring up with nothing on the screen apart from just a few trend lines. The thing that we can see, it's actually looking a lot more bearish now, is that one, we did have that gap up, and then we've had this gap down. The second thing is you actually can see now what's happening to the Dow Jones. This resistance level here, it's actually becoming resistance again. So unless we get a breakthrough up, this is likely to turn into a lower peak down. And if we start to break down, then we can start to seriously get some serious downward movement from here, because it's been holding up and bam, getting ready to really crack. So that's what I'm looking out for. And you better believe, guys, you better believe. Here is my you better believe story. On the DIA, just saying with you guys, okay. Obviously, what is that? What is that? Let's get you off here. We can see that we have a nice sort of supported resistance level through here. Okay. And I know by looking at the weekly chart that if we do drop, we're likely to have a nice 3 to 4% drop to the downside. And looking at the market and what it's doing right now, top, running back down, sort of forcing through here. Here's the thing, guys. Sometimes I will do a video and I'm like, well, you just got to wait for that confirmation. And so someone said on my video yesterday, oh, so John, it's 50-50, lol. It's like, yeah, you can't predict every single move, right? That's not what a professional trader does. He waits for confirmation, then he jumps on his trade. But reading the markets right now, this is what I'm reading here. I am reading that we have this trough here. We have this trough, we have this peak, we have this higher peak. Now this resistance here, if it is resistance and we start to get this, guys, we start to get this, and we do have a down, just say we have a down day tomorrow and it comes down and we get a nice close below there, and we do get increase in volume, that is very, did I say very? Weak. Very weak. So if we hold here and we come down and we drop down through here, especially on the DIA, and we have a nice close, like a really nice, like some from there to there, like a good one to one, just over 1% on the downside, a good solid bar, and we start to see some significant selling volume, guys, that is the thing that's going to send this to the high side. The reason why I say that is because now we're forming lower peaks and lower troughs, and that's the thing that's going to send it to the downside. The reason why is that's the thing that's going to send it higher peaks and higher troughs. So if you look here, guys, if you look at the, you can see here, this is before the election, okay? And look at this here. Look at this cluster of big bullish bars, and look at this cluster of big volume through here. And that was the start of a nice move to the high side. So if we start to get a cluster, and we're starting to get a little bit here, but if we start to get a bit of a cluster of big selling volume, you know what the big guys are doing then, right? Because the big guys are showing you all this big spikes in volume. That's the big guys, not us. That's the big guys. So that's their footprint, and that's what we're actually looking out for, and that's what we're waiting for when it comes to the Dow Jones. Looking onto the S&P 500, it's actually, you can see it gapped up, but it came straight back down and found support again on here as well too. We're still watching this. Is this a little high trough? Is this a little high trough confirmed and breaking up? Or is it not? Well, then we just got to wait and see about that. And then we've got a couple more days of trading left. So the Nasdaq, same thing. It's sort of faltering out, but we are getting a lot of volume here. And generally speaking, guys, after the market has had a big run, like this, and had a run for a while, and then all of a sudden we start to get volume spikes, that's generally an exhaustion move. This is just like, oh, all this volume coming into the markets. Okay, so that's generally an exhaustion move. Generally speaking, that we should get some downside out of that. Did you see what happened with the VIX? The VIX went down to an all-time low at $10. Man, I wish I had an order in that, and then it came straight back up. So crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. The transportation average is actually still forming that big double top, and now it's holding the 52 moving average. Not much to say about that at this very moment. Same for the Russell 3000, but same for the Russell 3000, we're actually getting a rejection at that point. So if we get a down bar through here, it's going to change the tune of that. So keep an eye out for that, guys. And you can see what's happening through here. We're starting to get a lot of weakness through there as well. So I hope you can see, guys, what I'm saying, especially when it comes to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, especially where we're starting to. This is the first sign of getting a lot. This is some more signs. The island reversal, the resistance level. If we create a lower peak, this is the signs we're going to look out for, guys. Because if the market does start to sell off, this is what's going to show. It's going to show us a nice little low peak, and then it's going to sell off. Okay. So let's have a quick look at silver and gold. Silver is just breaking past these resistance levels. This is some things I was doing for a coaching call today. Sorry about the circles, but you can see how the market is breaking up to above this resistance level here, which has been a strong resistance, and now we're starting to move quite nicely on the upside when it comes to silver and gold. So looking at this market here, guys, silver and gold is now starting to gain a lot of strength in the markets there. So all I'm looking for, guys, is a nice little higher trough. And so we've got this peak, and we're now going to form a high peak. Give me a nice little high trough, and then that's going to be my entry for a long-term trade through there. With gold is still having a lot of problems at this resistance level here. If I bring up the daily chart, we're still having a lot of resistance. We came down, we came back up, but we're still having a lot of problems around that 1220 mark on the on gold. So we need to really break past that to start to see some nice uptrends. And so ideally, guys, what we want to see is we want to just start to see some nice trending movement. We come up, we come back down, nice little movement to the high side. But again, guys, what I'm looking for gold and silver is I'm looking for a nice little move I'm looking for that to continue breaking up. By the way, guys, I'm actually in a stock. I'm in a stock right now that is actually in the metal sector, and that actually just took off like by 10. I got in it one day, and the very next day it had a 10% move. So really, really nice on that trade there. Still in it. We'll see what happens. That could disappear tomorrow, but that's what trading's all about, right? So anyway, guys, quick little update, quick little market update time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you'd like to get more free education about trading, then click on the box that says free trading course. This is a free trading course. It goes for around 12 hours long. It's about 12 videos long. Covers everything from chart reading, mindset, trading systems, money management, trade management, everything you need to get yourself ahead in the markets. And if you'd like to get my help personally, then click on the box that says get John's help, and you'll be able to see how you can get my help personally. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. And remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.